Asus VivoBook S15 Review. Design and build quality. The VivoBook series is Asus's mid-range family of laptops. While the Asus VivoBook S15 looks nice, it is not an all-metal laptop. Other parts of the S15 design are far better, though. The screen has a narrow border, for example, giving the laptop a fairly petite footprint for a 15-inch model. At 1.5 kilograms and 17.9 millimeters thick, it is also highly portable for the screen size. Your average thin and light 13-inch laptop is only 200 to 300 grams lighter. Screen. If we were to simmer the appeal of the Asus VivoBook S15 S510 down to a single bullet point, it's a large screen in a slim and light frame. You get a 15.6-inch display, and even the MacBook Pro 15 is significantly heavier at 1.83 kilograms. Before you get too excited, it's also a lot more powerful. Several elements of the display are just okay, but it does reach the basics of what we'd be happy to use day to day, with an IPS LCD panel and 1080p resolution. It's not super sharp but is reasonably so, and doesn't look odd from certain angles like a TN LCD does. The Asus VivoBook S15 S510 display has a matte finish, which is great for minimizing the effect of reflections, but fairly low max brightness isn't great for outdoors use. Maxing out at 256 CD/m, you'll be able to see documents thanks to the high contrast involved, but subtler images are going to appear too dim in bright daylight. Performance. The Asus VivoBook S15 S510 uses Intel's low-voltage CPUs. These have 2 cores rather than the 4 you'll find in performance-focused 15-inch laptops. Quad-core power is great for those who edit video or use pro-level apps that really tax a CPU. However, for day-to-day use you wouldn't notice the difference. Our Asus VivoBook S15 S510 has an Intel Core i5-7200U processor, with 8GB RAM and a 256GB SSD. This is a kind of gold standard spec for slim and light laptops. You could have a laptop with the most powerful processor available, but if it had an HDD instead it wouldn't feel as slick as this VivoBook. Just as it doesn't have a no-holds-barred build or screen, the SSD delivers fairly ordinary performance, with 524 MB per second reads and 497 MB per second writes. It's easily enough to provide the functional day-to-day benefits of an SSD, though. Battery life. Asus hasn't used the extra case space of the VivoBook S15s to max out the battery either. It has a 42 Wh unit, smaller than the 48 Wh of our old favorite ZenBook UX310 or Dell 60 Wh XPS 13. This is a little disappointing when this is a laptop we'd consider taking on trips abroad. Or to the local cafe. Playing a 720p video at 120 CD per square meter brightness, the laptop lasts 7 hours 15 minutes. You can expect a little less with mixed use, well under most people's idea of a full day's work.